we're staying on this time. Hadn't kicked us off yet. Has it? I don't think. But I'm also... All right. Maybe we're staying on this time. Okay. Oh, good Lord. Okay, then my iPad's playing a message there. Okay, so something funky is going on with YouTube tonight. I'm not sure what, but I got kicked off the live stream basically, 4 times in a row before it actually let me go through. And I hope we're actually gonna stick this time. It hasn't kicked us back off, so yay for that. Anyway, what I was starting to say when we got kicked off the first time was we have 2 breaks tonight, which is in case football and then Leaf Metal Draft are our 2 breaks. As we normally do, I'm going to go over a little bit of information here before we actually get started ripping, and let's just hope that YouTube doesn't kick me out again. So first up, feedback is set to be totally automated on eBay, and of course, anytime you leave positive feedback for me, that means you will instantly get positive feedback in return with no waiting. How's that for a win-win? And then, of course, thank you. Thank you for being here, bidding, breaking, chatting with me. Thank you for sitting and waiting while I started and got kicked off the broadcast 4 times in a row. But we're here now, and they haven't kicked us off this time, so far so good. Here's what it looks like for the days ahead. Tomorrow night, we're going to open a half case of Gypsy Queen Baseball. It is the back half of a case we started last night. On Friday night, we'll crack into a new case of Donruss Baseball and break a half case quantity of it. Both Saturday and Sunday, we're going to take us off nights again. And Monday, we'll come back with a full case of TriStar Game Day Greats autographed football jerseys, a half case of Leaf Best of Basketball, and a half case of Leaf Ultimate Draft Football. Both of those are loose boxes from a shared case. I got half a case and my distributor gave somebody else the other half of the case. So there we go. That is how that looks. So, here's what you need to know about shipping. I am anticipating this stuff should be out the door approximately Monday. If I can get it out to you faster than that, I will. Right now, truthfully, it is hit or miss with my post office people. When my regular person's here, she's been coming so early some days that things I would normally send out that day, they don't go till the next day because she comes so early, it's not ready. Then the other days she's off and the relief person doesn't stop at all. So I don't know, but we're going to do our best to get it to you Monday or before. If you get skunked in either one of these breaks tonight, meaning you do not hit anything at all, not even a base card, you will still get a package in the mail. It will have consolation card or cards in it, and it will go out when the rest of the break ships. So that's how that's going to roll. Let me check something real quick. I'm going to leave you on this page for just a second. I did have an unpaid team. Let me see if they're paid up now or not. Yeah, looks like we are. So then we're ready to march onward here. So first up tonight is going to be encased football. And we're going to open an 8-box case of it, which I just found recently. I thought I was out. Apparently I wasn't. Now I think I'll be out after this. But anyway, this is, of course, break number 3, and it ended tonight on eBay, and I see that I have managed to put in 2 different dates there. That's why I do it twice. Surely to goodness I wouldn't put in the wrong date twice. You never know, but it's kind of meant to be a little fail-safe there. So yeah, same night it ended on eBay, we're breaking it, which is Wednesday night, April 1st. April Fool's Day. Then on the left, you have your team names. Across from each team, you have your eBay user ID of the winning bidder. Is across from each team. And of course, we'll put the new spreadsheet up when we do Metal Draft Football, which will be right after we finish Encased. Encased will probably take us, 15, 20 minutes, something like that. So if you are waiting for Leaf Metal Draft, I'm going to say you've probably got 15 minutes, give or take 5 minutes in either direction. And you may also have noticed that your background got a little blurry right then, and that was on purpose. That's me doing that. I don't want you to worry about that because we're going to be able to see what we need to see from our cards. And yeah, that's the important part, right? We don't care about the background all that much. Brett is here looking for the Eagles in Encased. All right. And Nelson's here hoping you don't get skunked. Nelson, I hope you don't get skunked myself, my friend. I definitely don't want you getting skunked. Nobody likes that. So, encased. Here's how it works, of course. We have got in each one of our boxes an encased card, meaning a graded card that is encased in, you know, the little graded plastic. And then we've got a standard pack of cards in each box. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and just get all of those packs out first. I do that often when we are dealing with products like this that maybe only have a pack per box. This technically has a pack and a card, but nonetheless, we're going to do it that way. Get all of our weighting out on the front end, and then once we start looking, we can just keep on rolling. So encased, of course, is always a fun product. I always enjoy it. It's interesting to see the graded cards and how they come out. Many times they grade below a 9, and they've never been handled by anybody except Panini and the person who signed the card, you know, the player. So that just goes to tell you, it's just another way to show how hard it is to get high graded cards, even right out of the box, even untouched. Well, touched by Panini and the player, but otherwise untouched. I guess that's why those perfect 10s bring the money they bring, isn't it? Because it is nearly impossible. Strong Crosby's here too. Hi, Strong Crosby. How are you today? You doing all right, I hope? Everybody's maybe like me and stuck inside. Everybody's just like, oh, we're all ready to not be stuck inside. But I think we're going to be stuck inside for a couple more months. It's beginning to look like. Well, not technically. As in, I'm not quarantined. I'm not ill, and no one is ill in the household or anything like that. But best practices, they tell us, is to stay inside. So, of course, that's what we do, unless we got to have, you know, groceries or whatever. We get a little drink of water here, and we will be underway. Okay. We'll open all of our graded cards last. So we're going to open our packs first, and then our graded cards last. So all the cards in here, the best I recall, are numbered. Even our base cards, I think, are all numbered. Honestly, we haven't opened it in a while, and I sometimes forget if base is numbered or not, but I think it is in here. That one was, anyway. It was numbered to 10, and it, of course, as you can see on there, is for the Redskins with Adrian Peterson. And then we have a Sony Michel here for the New England Patriots, and that is a pretty nice looking relic, and it is numbered to 10 as well. Next up, the Saints, Nola, Michael Thomas to 25. And hey, Kansas City Chiefs, you're going to hit a Lynn Dawson autograph. Because we haven't seen an autograph. Yeah, that's how I knew it would be autographed. Numbered to 25 with the hard signed on card autograph and trio of relics for the Kansas City Chiefs. Brett, you're tired of telework. I know, it's hard, isn't it? Numbered to 25, Sammy Watkins and the Kansas City Chiefs. You get used to things being a certain way, and when they're suddenly completely upended, especially for such a length of time, it is definitely an adjustment. That is AJ Green for the Bengals. It's numbered to 25, and it is my absolute favorite kind of relic, because look at that. Oh, it's got stains and dirt and sweat and tears on it. And I think if you're going to have a game-used relic, it should always look like that. So I think that's sweet for the Bengals. Roger Staubach making an appearance for the boys, numbered to 50. And then we have a redemption. You know the deal with the redemptions. They stay face down right there in that housekeeping area. And at the very end of the break, we flip over any and all that we have found. We'll go to the Panini website, check them out, find out what they're numbered to, if anything, etc. So apparently not all the base in here are numbered, because this Adam Thielen for the Vikings is not. Good old Easton Stick. You don't open much without finding Easton Stick this year. And they're a set of relics numbered to 50 for the Chargers. This you're happy to see if you've got the 49ers. It is your young defensive rookie, Nick Bosa, numbered to 25, who had an excellent first season. And then a second redemption. Yeah, right. We found more. I thought we might. Unfortunately, they do show up a little more often than we might prefer them to. Detroit Lions, numbered to 10, get Matt Stafford for the base card. Devin Singletary, a relic for the Buffalo Bills, and it is numbered to 10 as well. Lots of things to 10 tonight. Jarrett Stidham, that's another guy we see a fair amount of in this year's products. And that relic is to 50. And Kansas City Chiefs, once again, have the autograph hit with Sammy Watkins, hard signed on card, numbered to 20. So the Chiefs are off to a quite good start, aren't they? I should probably set the autographs separate. Yeah, that might make it easier when we recap anyway. Yeah, so we've only seen 2. The other 2 are redemptions, and the 2 we've seen have both been Kansas City. Huh. Go figure. Jason Witten, Cowboys, numbered to 10. 10 is the magic number tonight. Bryce Love and the Redskins, numbered to 75. The Boys, Amari Cooper relic, numbered to 25. And here come the Raiders. Little change of pace. The Raiders get an autograph with Hunter Renfrow, numbered to 50. Also a hard signed on card autograph. Well, come out of there, please. There's another Matt Stafford for the Lions, but this one is not numbered. Seahawks have a Gary Jennings Jr. relic, and it is numbered to 75. Our second relic, Leonard Fournette, comes out for the Jags, and it's numbered to 25. And then here come the Cardinals. Maybe not exactly who you were hoping for, though, but you did get Hakeem Butler. Got an autograph and an inscription, both hard signed, and it is numbered to 50 for Arizona. You said, let's put a Chargers into this break. Well, we already got the Easton Stick, so Chargers are represented anyway so far. Numbered to 25 is Devontae Adams for the Packers. And hi, Staying Lover, by the way. The Vikings with Irv Smith Jr. Trio of relics, numbered to 75. There's the guy you wanted to see some ink for, but you're going to have some relics, or a relic, for Kyler Murray to 25 for the Arizona Cardinals. Here come those Eagles. Brian Dawkins. Hey, Brett. How about that? Nice, Brian Dawkins. It is numbered to 25. You've got the relic and hard signed autograph. So pretty sweet little hit there for your Eagles. Oh, Stang Lover, you didn't see your Easton Stick go by. Yeah, it's a relic, I think, but it did go, something Easton Stick went by. I'm pretty sure it's a relic. And, of course, we haven't opened that part yet, so. The Bills and LaShawn McCoy, our base card. For the Raiders, it is Hunter Renfrow with some relics. And they are numbered to, what did that even say? 75. I think I was holding it the opposite way. I couldn't find the numbers on there. Adam Thielen and the Vikings with a relic numbered to 50. And our autograph here heads to New England with Ty Law. Autograph, hard signed autograph for the Patriots to 25. So there you go, little throwback Pats action. Now we're going to get into the graded stuff. Stuff we all wait for. David Montgomery and the Bears. The autograph is graded to a 10. The card is graded to a 9. And you did also get a little inscription on there, and it is numbered to 50. Well, if I could get the wrapper open, wouldn't that be exceedingly helpful? Oh, Raiders. Raiders. Oh, I am digging that card. That relic is awesome. And it is your rookie running back, Josh Jacobs. You got the autograph, the inscription, an incredible relic. It's numbered to 25. It graded high at a 9.5 card grade and 10 autograph grade. That is a fantastic hit for the Raiders. Stang Lover says he doesn't care about his Easton stick. I'm reading between the lines. Unless it has a logo or a swoosh, yawn, he says. Paris Campbell for the Colts. The autograph is graded to a 10. Another card graded to 9.5. Very nice. Numbered to 50. It is unusual in this product to find that many, really, numbered to 9.5. It seems mostly they come out at 9s or even 8.5s at times. So we're doing pretty well so far tonight. Jarrett Stidham, Patriots, autograph grades to a 10, another 9.5 grade for a card. Fantastic again. Number 250 for New England. Oh, Alex hit something. He's typed in yay. I don't know what he hit, but he hit something. Here comes one for my Pittsburgh Steelers. It is numbered to 75, graded to 9, autograph graded to 10, Deontay Johnson. For the black and gold. Oh, Giants. How do you like it now? That's it right there. Daniel Jones. Numbered to 50, on-card autograph, graded to 9.5, autograph graded to a 10, and the Giants are officially quite happy, I would imagine. Next, we find ourselves with another Kansas City Chief. They've done quite well tonight. To 50, it is Mecole Hardman Jr. Card grades to a 9, autograph grades to a 10. Kansas City, I think that's your third autograph. And here is another Paris Campbell. Well, way to sort things out there, Panini. 2 Paris Campbells in the same case. It is a 9.5 card grade, a 10 autograph grade. It is numbered to 25. And yeah, there is your Paris Campbell autograph. Now, before we recap, we do have our 2 redemptions to flip over. We're going to check them out on the Panini website right after we flip them over, and we'll find out what, if anything, they are numbered to. And we'll also, of course, verify the teams. The first one that we see is Marquise Brown. That's going to be the Ravens rookie dual swatch signatures. And our second around here, Travis Kelce, another Kansas City Chief. Wow. Superscribed signatures. I mean, Kansas City, what the what? That is a crazy break tonight for them, isn't it? I mean, yeah, I kind of think it is. All right, let's bounce over here to the Panini website. And, of course, I already had the subsets up because I just assumed we'd find redemptions because we always do. We're going to look up Marquise Brown first, rookie dual swatch signatures. Dual swatch signatures. He should be card number 14. There he is, Ravens, and that's what we expected, of course, and numbered to 50. And then let's look up our Travis Kelce. That is a Superscribe Signatures is our card set. Superscribed, where'd it go? Oh, good grief. He's card number 7. All right, nope, I must be in the wrong spot because card number 7 says Damian Harris. Why am I in the... Oh, because I went to scripted. No, not scripted. Super whatever, scribed. Superscribed signatures. That's where I need to be. Try this again. Card number 7. There we go. Travis Kelce for the Chiefs, numbered also to 50. I kind of thought that one would be lower numbered. Would be lower numbered. Why can I suddenly not speak? I don't know. Some might argue I never could, but let's not go there. All right, so let's do a little recap. What do you say? All right, we've got a relic for the Cardinals and Kyler Murray. Relics for the Vikings and Irv Smith Jr. Obviously, we're doing all the relics first. The Jags have one with Leonard Fournette, Gary Jennings Jr., and the Seahawks. Amari Cooper for the Cowboys, Bryce Love, the Redskins, Jarrett Stidham for the Patriots. For the Bills, it is Devin Singletary. Then you've got Nick Bosa for the 49ers. Staying lever, here comes your Easton Stick that you don't care about for your Chargers. Roger Staubach for the Cowboys. That relic I like because it's got dirt and stains on it, which all good game-used relics should have. That's headed to the Bengals. And you've got Michael Thomas for the Saints. And the last one we see here headed to the Patriots. It was Sony Michel. Now our stack of autographs, the ones that aren't graded. A redemption for Travis Kelce, Kansas City Chiefs /50. Redemption for Baltimore, Marquise Hollywood Brown /50. A signature for the Patriots, numbered /25. It's Ty Law. I've got a relic stacked in the wrong pile, but it is Adam Thielen, numbered /50 for the Vikings. And apparently another relic stacked in the wrong pile as well. That would be Hunter Renfrow here for the Raiders, numbered /75 it was. An autograph for the Eagles, it's Brian Dawkins /25. For the Cardinals, Hakeem Butler, numbered /50. /50 again, Hunter Renfrow and the Raiders. Lynn Dawson, put a little ink on this one for the Kansas City Chiefs, numbered /25. And then the Chiefs hit again, numbered /25 with Sammy Watkins. Or I'm sorry, numbered /20 was the Sammy Watkins autograph for Kansas City. Our graded cards, Paris Campbell and the Colts. It graded out to 9.5. Mecole Hardman Jr. for the Kansas City Chiefs, graded to 9. A Daniel Jones to 9.5 for the Giants. To 9, it is Deontay Johnson and the Steelers. A 9.5 Jarrett Stidham for the Patriots. And a 9.5 Paris Campbell for the Colts. You got 2 Paris Campbells in here that were graded. Crazy, right? And this card right here, I love this card. First of all, that's a chunk of the logo, so it's an awesome relic. It's a nice looking card. You got the inscription on it. It's numbered /25, graded out to 9.5. Raiders, I love it. And then the Bears have David Montgomery, graded to 9. All right, so there goes Encased Football. Next up is going to be our Leaf Metal Draft Football. Let's get a little spreadsheet info back on the screen. And I know, I need some water again, and then we'll get into it. I'm telling you, man, those allergy pills are killing me. Such dry mouth. All right, so Monday, I'm hoping to have all this stuff out the door by then, maybe sooner, but I'm hoping by then. It's just iffy these days. You never know when a mail carrier is going to show up and how early they're going to be and if they come in at all and whatever. So we're doing the best we can, and I'm hoping for Monday, maybe sooner. If, of course, you get skunked in this or any other paid shipping break with me, you are still going to get a package in the mail. It will have consolation card or cards in it, and it would ship out when the rest of the break goes out the door, since this is a paid shipping break. And we are looking at a 14-box case of Leaf Metal Draft Football. This is break number 2. And, of course, since these guys have not been drafted yet, these spots are sold by the first letter of the last name. And, of course, I see I made the same typo down here that I made up top. Probably I cut and pasted it, so that would be why. So let's just fix that. So it ended tonight on eBay, the same night that we are breaking it, which is Wednesday night, the 1st of April. And team names, of course, in this case are actually first letter of the last name, but they're on one side, the winning bidder eBay user ID across from each on the opposite side. Now, there have been a lot of hyphenated names in this product this year. So I just want to clarify that. It's going to be the first letter of the first hyphenated name. So if somebody's last name were, say, Jones-Smith, it would go to the J's because that is the first letter of their last name, because their last name would technically be Jones-Smith. So I think most people know that and understand how that works, but every once in a while you get somebody who thinks it should be the S, but it's not. It's not the S. If you were in school and they were doing roll call, they would have called that by the J for the Jones. So that's how that's going to work. Everything else in here is pretty self-explanatory. There are lots and lots of hits in here, and it's all hits. There's no base. And we are talking about, 5 hits per box? Is that right in this product? Yeah. 5 per box times 14 boxes, so like 70 hits or so. The first thing I'm going to do for every single one of these boxes, I'm going to go ahead and get the plastic off, and I'm going to cut through those leaf seals on the end. So like we typically do, once we get started rolling with a product, I like to just be able to go through the cards and not have to constantly stop and be, do a box and stop and do this and all that jazz. So we just get this out of the way up front. It's your chance to go have a snack or walk the dog or whatever for 3 or 4 minutes. How about that? Well, we managed to stack it up and roll it out here. Stang Lover, you said what? Let you guess H and J. You have H and J, Stang Lover? What are you saying? Or you're saying Nelson has H and J? I don't know what you're saying there. Brett, you're happy with your Westbrook to 25? Well, good. I am glad. I am glad that you liked that one. And Nelson says, oh, he does have H and J. So Stang Lover, he was on that. All right. And also D. He's also got the D's. Okay. Well, there we go. H, J, and D. Did I cut the seal on that? Yeah, I guess I did. Yeah, so I'll be glad after we have the draft, we can start putting these guys into their proper teams instead of having to do it this way. I mean, technically, I could do it as a player break if I so chose, but I don't really like doing player breaks. For one thing, it takes a lot longer to sort through and list it, and it just, I don't know. I don't think you definitely don't get as much either most of the time. You might only get maybe 1 card or so. It'd be unlikely in a product like this that you'd have the same player come out multiple times. So I just prefer to do it by first letter of the last name, and then you can have a chance to get a bunch of hits. But I know everybody does it differently. Nelson wants to know if I'm going to do any more last name before the actual draft. Well, for sure, we're doing a half case of Leaf Ultimate Draft on Monday night. We're doing a half case of Leaf Best of Basketball and Leaf Ultimate Draft both on Monday. They are both came in that way. Like I got X number of cases and an extra half case, so we're going to break the half case of each of them. And then we're also going to break a case of the 2020 TriStar Autograph Game Day jerseys, which, technically were a new release today, but I kept forgetting to list them to break, so, but we'll break those by a full 5-box case as well. All that'll be on Monday night. And then after that, Nelson, I don't know. I usually hold some stuff like this back and do it after the draft, but I don't know what I'm going to do this year. We'll have to just kind of see how things go. If they're going to, right now, they've got a lot of products set to release on April 15th, but I don't know if they're going to adjust that again and keep pushing products back or not. So part of it depends on that. Just got to make sure that I have enough stuff for us to keep breaking for a while and like that. So we'll see how it goes. All right, so everything in here is already in a top loader and sleeve, so that's very handy. Unhandily, this little foamy stuff, it gets crap all over those top loaders and down inside the edges of them. It makes me kind of crazy, but it just collects stuff in there. So FYI, you're probably going to notice some of that when you get cards from Leaf. So the first one we see here, it is Raekwon Davis. It is the D. So the very first one we see goes to you, Nelson. And then the next one that we see is a Jalen Hurts for the H. So I think that's going to you too. It's numbered to 40, the Jalen Hurts is. And sorry, to 25 for your Raekwon Davis. I don't think I said that a minute ago. Jonathan Taylor, numbered to 50 for the T. And here is Tyler Johnson, numbered to 50, the J. And this one is a 1 of 1. How about that? And it is Donovan Peoples-Jones. So that, again, the P is where that goes, because that is the first letter of his hyphenated last name. So it goes to the P. Nelson, you said you were in a break today. First letter of the name that was terrible. The J had 45 chances, but I take it you didn't hit many of them or any of them. I know, you did hit that Benny Snell last year. It was nice, wasn't it? You sold it for 60, and after the draft, the guy resold it for 200. Well, it's because he got drafted to the Steelers. You know, that help the card value a little. Steelers fans like me are crazy. So for the M, McDonald, numbered to 60. And then we have a Corbin, Reggie Corbin, numbered to 50 for the C. A little Cam Akers, we see him quite a lot. That one to 40. And next up, numbered to 15, that was A.J. Dillon, the D, of course. There's another Jalen Hurts, H to 35. Yeah, so Nelson, listen, I don't ever know what to tell anybody about selling cards before or after the draft, because sometimes they sell better before the draft. Usually they sell better afterwards, but sometimes they sell better before. Like if somebody falls and doesn't go as high as you think they're going to, or they go to a team that doesn't have as many fans or whatever. So it's kind of a gamble, I guess. This is for the letter H, Hamler, to 50. And this is the letter M, Montez, to 30. We have a State Pride coming out here, and it is headed to the D's. Troy Dye, numbered to 15. For the B's, it is Derek Brown, numbered to 25. And there's a little Jerry Jeudy for the J's, numbered to 35. And that should be a pretty good one, I think. Jerry Jeudy. We hope, anyway. Stang Lover says he's catching up on the numbers on the letters he's got. C, E, G, M, P, and Q. All right. Well, Stang, you're doing all right, too, then. You're kind of swooping through and picking up a lot. This is the B for Bryant, and it was numbered to 10. Followed by an E, numbered to 35, a Pensa. A Redemption for Akuda for the O's. And that may not be how you say it, but that's how I'm saying it. And there's Isaiah Simmons. That is going to the S, and it is numbered to 60. Followed by a little Jacob Eason, numbered to 35 for the letter E. Rodney, you need the letter K. All right, let's try to find some K's in here then for Rodney. See what we can work on there. Claypool for the C's, numbered to 50. Delpit to 15, the D. And here's a K, right on target. Joshua Kelly, numbered to 7 for your K's. And there's Kelly Bryant to 15 for the B's, followed by, oh, nice, Justin Herbert to 15 for the H. Stang Lover says, I'm not saying it. You're not saying it on what, Stang Lover? What did on what? I guess what, I totally butchered somebody's name? I don't know. You just said I'm not saying it, but I don't know what you're not saying. Probably I butchered somebody's name, but I do that quite frequently, so I don't worry too much about that. Chenault, numbered to 50 for the S. A Chase Young redemption, woohoo, for the Ys. For the L's, LaWork, numbered to 15. And then we have this guy again. Or is this a different guy? Aquara? I don't know. It's probably a different, I think it's a different guy. Anyway, it's the O's and it's numbered to 25. And this is numbered to 15. J.K. Dobbins for the D. Oh, about saying catching up. You're not saying that you're catching up. Even if you are catching up, you're not saying that you're catching up. I think I got it now. I was a little slow on the uptake on that one. I'm sorry. Jennings for the J's, numbered to 15. And this is Pirine for the P's to 40. Followed by Patterson to 60. Shea Patterson for the P's. Numbered to 15, that's Jalen Rieger for the R's. And a State Pride, Joe Burrow to 10 for the B's. Look at that. In another product line, we would call that cracked ice. And they don't call it that here in Leaf, but that's, you know, kind of what it is. Whatever it is, it's Joe Burrow to 10, and you like that if you've got the B. That's the important part. All right, this is the M, numbered to 20, and an R, numbered to 15, numbered to 35, an R for Robinson. Rieger, another R, numbered to 40, and a little Jordan Love to 15 for the L's. Well, so far YouTube's been all right to us once we finally got it to start. That was so weird. Could you all see it popping on and popping off? It let me start the live stream 3 other times and then kicked me off pretty quickly after I started before it actually caught and took and stayed the 4th time. So I was just curious. Murray to 15 for the M's. If you could see, if it was, you know, popping up and then going right back off on your side or not. The Pittman to 20 for the P's. Not the Pittman, but a Pittman. Stanley, the S, numbered to 10. Henderson to 60 for the H. And Tua, baby, to 5. Tua Tagovailoa for the T's, numbered to 5. So a nice Tua and a nice Joe Burrow out of this case. 1 to 10, 1 to 5. Not too bad at all. Just one more reason to like Leaf. Low numbered, hard signed autographs. Easier to hit. It's all good. Higgins, the H, to 60. Diggs for the D's to 20. Ruggs for the R's, 60. Vaughn for the V's, numbered to 25. And there's DeAndre Swift for the S, numbered to 35 on a State Pride. All right, we're cutting a path through it. We've got 10 completed and 4 to go, counting the one that's on the table, counted amongst those 4. I just had to get those farther down in the top loaders. It just bothers me. This is for the P's, and it is numbered to 25. Behind that, we have another hyphenated name. It's Gandy Golden. It's going to the G's and numbered to 3. Jefferson for the J's to 40. And Lipscomb for the L's to 30. Taylor for the T's, numbered to 20. Oh goodness, these are not staying down in their little cubby cutout very well, are they? They're being terribly contrary tonight. McKinley, the M, to 50. And, oh boy. Okay, we're going to go with Oka Wabunum. I just ignored like most of the letters in the middle. It's numbered 25 for the O's. D for Davis, numbered 220. And there's a nice Jordan Love to 40 for the L's, followed by another L, CeeDee Lamb, numbered 220. So a couple of good L's right there back to back. This is Chrisen, numbered to 50. I don't really remember pulling that guy, or Chasen. I don't really remember pulling him too much. Have we pulled him before? I don't really remember seeing him too much. Ruggins, the R's, to 5. Rogers. What is wrong with me? I looked at that and thought that said Ruggins. It says Rogers. That's 2 in a row. I looked at them and thought they said one thing and they said another. Oh boy, my eyesight is just getting worse and worse. Edwards, the E, numbered to 20. Hill, the H, to 35. Followed by another CeeDee Lamb for the L's to 15. All right, we're on our last box. Let's do a little last box mojo dance here and see if it will bring us some special magic for our last box. Maybe it will. You never know. We're going to give it a go anyway. Colin Johnson, sorry, for the J's. Davis, the D's, to 50. And there's another P, Patterson, to 5. Followed by an M, Zach Moss, numbered to 60. And the last one we see here is Jake Fromm, to 10 for the F's. So for the most part, we hit about who we thought, right? That we expected that we would hit, somewhere in that neighborhood. Now we've got to do a little recapping. Now I'm not going to read all the numbers and letters and all that stuff off again. We're just going to do a quick little spin through the front of each card for recap purposes. And then if you want all the full info on it, of course, you can always, if you're watching this after the fact, you can always rewind and see them go through back to back. We'd do front and back at that point. But in the recap, because, well, if we did front and back again, it'd be just like doing the whole breakover. Since it's a product of nothing but hits, we're going to recap it like this. Staying Lover, you said over the last 3 years, if you had a nickel, over the last 4 years, if you had a nickel for every time that what happened. I'm almost afraid to ask because I feel like that it's not going to be a good answer, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe if you're talking about the way, how many times that I butcher a name in the last 4 years, oh, you would be a rich man. Well, you might well be a millionaire if that's what you meant. But I'm not sure if that's what you meant or not. Staying Lover ended up with 19 hits and Nelson ended up with 20. Not bad, guys. Pretty good little haul for each of you there tonight. So congrats to the two of you teaming up to take home a ton of hits. Now we just need to get all these guys drafted so we know what team they're going to and then start making some money, right? Of course, you can make money on some of this right now. There's no question about it. But like Nelson's example illustrated earlier, sometimes if you wait until after the draft, you make more money. Other times, if you wait until after the draft, you make less money. So it is a bit of a gamble, but isn't everything these days? Good grief, even walking outside your house is a gamble these days. So, hey, we adapt, we go on, right? All right, so there's the break. There's the recap. I am going to put up spreadsheet information for you one more time. If you came in late, you missed it earlier, you're scrolling to the end to watch the recap. Here's the rest of the 411. Monday is my goal to have this out the door, hoping that it will be out then, if not sooner. Largely depends on the post office if my person shows up to pick it up and then what time they show up to pick it up, if and when they do show up. So it's been kind of interesting in that regard lately. But anyway, we'll do what we can do. And if you got skunked in either break tonight, meaning you did not hit a card of any sort, base or otherwise, you can still expect to get a package in the mail. It will ship out when the rest of the break goes out, and it will have consolation card or cards in it for your team that did not pull anything. So here's what it looks like in the days ahead. Tomorrow night, we're going to break a half case of Gypsy Queen Baseball. It is the back half of a case that we started a couple of days ago. Then we're going to bust into some Donruss Baseball, and Donruss will be the start of a brand new case, and we'll open a half case of it on Friday night. Saturday and Sunday both will be off nights. We're going to come back Monday night and open a full case of TriStar Game Day Greats autographed football jerseys. That will be break number 1 of that product. And then we will open a half case of Leaf Best of Basketball for 2020. It's also going to be the first break of that product, even though it came out a while ago. And those are loose boxes from a shared case, and also any redemption is a separate bidding category in that break, primarily because if we do hit a redemption, it would be for signed memorabilia or potentially a sealed box of cards or a sealed case of cards, something like that. Then Leaf Ultimate Draft Football, we are going to open a half case of that. It's obviously a different product than this. It was the first product that came out this year. I just originally thought I'd save it all until after the draft, and now decided we'll at least work in our loose boxes from a shared case, and then we'll see about maybe saving the rest of it till after the draft. I don't know. Anyhow, that, I guess, has got me pretty well covered for tonight. So, yeah, I think that's... Oh, I see what Stang Lover said. He said if he had a nickel for every time I ask what's wrong with me. I know. Well, I do it. I have those little mental lapses sometimes, or mostly it's my vision. Like tonight, those two things, I could have sworn they said a totally different name. And then I looked at it the second time. It's like, oh, no, wait, that is not at all what that says. Of course, I know my vision is terrible, so it's a result of some botched eye surgery when I was much younger, and unfortunately, not only can it not be fixed, it cannot be corrected with contact lenses or glasses or anything. So, whoo boy, fun times at the old K Corral, as they say. But yeah, I probably do say that a lot. Sorry, Stang Lover, I'll try and do better. All right, how's that? So that's it for me tonight. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate you very much. I will be back at it tomorrow night. I hope I will see you again then, but if not, then sometime soon. In the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, stay indoors, and we'll see you tomorrow. All right. Bye now.